Mumbai city is the most important city of India. It is the state capital of Maharashtra and the financial capital of India. The city is having geographical area of around 437 square kilometers and is broadly divided into three parts: city area, western suburb and eastern suburb. Mumbai is India's largest growing city with population over 15 million. The city is known as Brihan Mumbai or simply Mumbai. Water has played an important role in the development of Mumbai city. The sea and the natural ports around Mumbai have played a major role in flourishing Mumbai as the financial capital of India. Potable water has also played a remarkable role in expansion and prosperous growth of the city. Water is one of nature's most important gifts to mankind. Clean, fresh drinking water is absolutely essential to human and other life forms for survival. United Nations has also identified water as the primary source for development of civil societies across the world. Through their program on Water for Life Decade, they have pointed out that appropriate water management system plays a vital role for growth, infrastructure development and prosperity of civilization. Mumbai city exemplifies the UN's maxim to the fullest. Mumbai city has a unique history of its water management system. The water distribution system in Mumbai is about 150 years old and is one of the largest in Asia. Presently, Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai (MCGM) is responsible for water supply in the Mumbai city.
How does Mumbai Municipal Corporation provide drinking water to its millions of citizens? From where does this water come? Is a question which every citizen would be curious to know. This water is coming to us from series of dams which are known as Vihar, Tulsi, Tansa, Modak Sagar, Upper Vaitarna and Bhatsa. Many of these dams are more than 100-year old and they are located in dense forest and at a distance of more than 100 kilometers from Mumbai. This water is first brought to the filtration plants at Panzrapur or at Bhandup, and from the filtration plant it is brought to 27 reservoirs in the city and suburbs, and through 112 distribution zones it reaches your doorstep. In that process, we have to use 800 valves and 4,000 kilometers of distribution pipeline, including 6 tunnels. So this is the complex network through which the water reaches your doorstep.
Water supply from Vihar Lake started in 1860 on a 24 hours basis till 1868. The water crisis of 1872 became so acute that the then government decided to take up Tulsi Lake scheme. After completion of Tulsi scheme, Mumbai continued to expand rapidly. The supply from Vihar and Tulsi lakes was found to be insufficient and another source had to be investigated. The first mention of Tansa scheme was made then in the year 1883. With Vihar, Tulsi and Tansa schemes operational, Mumbai had no shortage of water and high pressure water supply was available to the city. Vaitarna project was completed in the year 1957. It had the supply capacity of 490 million liters per day. With the completion of Vaitarna scheme, the supply to the city was nearly doubled. But this increase also failed to keep pace with the needs of the growing population, and that gave rise to the Upper Vaitarna project. With the increasing population and merging of suburb areas in the Mumbai limits, the demand increased and Bhatsa source was tapped. The water for domestic consumption in Mumbai is the best quality water among all the Indian cities. It is at par with the international standards. The reason behind this is the appropriate water treatment. The treatment is given mainly at 2 locations: Bhandup treatment plant and Panjapur treatment plant. Water undergoes 4-stage purification process: pre-chlorination, sedimentation, filtration and post-chlorination, and then it is supplied to the consumers. Water from Tansa, Bhatsa and Vaitarna is pre-chlorinated at Yavai and brought to Bhandu plant via 4 main trunk pipes. Further, this water undergoes sedimentation process where alum or nowadays polyaluminium chloride is used for settling and separating the impurities. There are 2 pump houses for sedimentation process. Then the water is sent for filtration process where a special sand of superior quality and granules are used as a filter media. After filtration, the water goes for post-chlorination process to the chlorine contact tank. This is how the water is treated and then sent to the master balancing reservoir MBR, which acts as the water provider to the rest of the service reservoirs. There are 2 master balancing reservoirs, Bhandup MBR 1 and Yavai MBR 2. The entire water movement from source reservoirs to filtration plants, from master balancing reservoirs to service reservoirs, and from service reservoirs to the consumers takes place on gravity basis, and no electrical pumping is involved. This is the major reason for lower cost of water in Mumbai. Mumbai's water supply system has served all the citizens with reasonable success till date. But the water supply system is always under stress because of the ever-increasing demand due to influx of population. Mumbai city wholly depends on rain as it is the only main source of water. Like other cities, Mumbai does not have natural rivers around it. Rainwater which falls is captured in artificial lakes and ponds. Rest of water gets drained into the sea.
Mumbai is an island which is thickly populated. There are limitations regarding the amount of storage that we can develop in the island area itself. Hardly any space is now left for developing additional storages on the island. Hence we have to look to the mainland for bringing additional water to Mumbai. And while doing that, we'll have to give appropriate priority to the local needs of the population there and integrate those requirements in the water plans that we hereafter prepare for the population in Mumbai.
With the rapid expansion in infrastructure and growth in population, the city has also undergone a massive change in lifestyle. Due to the concretization of road and pavements, the rainwater does not percolate into the ground. In most of the buildings these days, the designated garden area is converted into the concrete car parkings. The demand of water is always high as the magnificent city is growing faster and faster.
The ever-increasing population of Mumbai makes it necessary for the municipal corporation to undertake more dams. So we are in the process of constructing the Middle Vaitarna, and Middle Vaitarna is expected to be completed in 2011, will provide additional 455 MLD of water every day to the city. In addition to the Upper Vaitarna, we also plan to undertake Gargai and Pinjar as 2 additional dams very soon.
Mumbai receives monsoon rainfall for around 4 months. First week of October is considered as the end of monsoon. The water management system need to make sure that the amount of water collected into the catchment areas is stored in the source reservoirs and provided to the city till the mid-July of the next year. When there is a shortage of water in the source reservoirs, the water management system implements rationing by way of water cuts.
Year 2009, we received almost 30% less rainfall in the catchment areas of these reservoirs. Therefore, we have been forced to impose a cut of 15% in the water supply that is being supplied to the city. Normally, we would have required about 3,400 MLD to be supplied to the city, but today we are able to supply only 2,900 MLD.
This year, we have taken some sort of precautionary measure to control this potable water. Not to give the water connection on humidity ground, for which there was a provision in water charges rule. The building which is occupied by the public doesn't have this occupation certificate. Due to some sort of problem, and builder is not in position to get the occupation certificate, we used to give water connection on humidity ground. So due to some sort of small problem, they are not in position to get occupation, people should not suffer. So we used to give water supply on Himachali ground. This year we have put a ban on this thing, that we will not be giving water consumption on Himachali ground so as to put some sort of control on the consumption.
During shortages, the water management system also needs to balance the water among their source reservoirs in order to ensure proper distribution in various areas.
Since your lake is depleting very fastly, we are transferring certain quantity to your lakes to achieve the levels and to give the proper supply to Kurla.
The water transmission and distribution system of city is quite old. It undergoes cracks and damages at many places because of aging and pressure fluctuations. Huge amount of water is also lost due to leakages and water thefts.
However, quantity of water we may continue to bring to the city, unless we are able to tackle some of the problems like the losses, the transmission losses due to theft, we will not be in a position to supply the water quantity that is required. Therefore, it is very necessary for us to know where the leakages are taking place and where the distribution losses are and where the theft of water is taking place. We have set up a 24-hour toll-free number which is known as 108, where you can inform us if any cases of theft or distribution losses are seen.
The pipe bursts at various locations, result in non-availability of water to very large areas. The unevenness in the supply of water results in public agitations and rallies.
I understand and I appreciate the difficulties that you people are facing, but in order to overcome this in a short period, we have undertaken a series of measures including repairing the old dug wells and repairing the old bore wells. We are also undertaking the drilling of new bore wells wherever they are found to be feasible.
Considering the natural and circumstantial tribulations, the MCGM and citizens should come forward to offer sustainable water security for Mumbai.
We have also decided that we need to reduce the dependence on monsoon and rainwater as the sole source of supply to the city. Therefore, the municipal corporation has decided that we will explore the possibility of desalination plants of making seawater available to the citizens after the filtration and recharge is done. At the same time, we find that there are thousands of MLD which is let out in the sea every day. So all over the world, in other cities, the practice is very common to reuse and recycle the water, and that plants are proposed to be set up. We have already started the process for that.
While thinking about Mumbai's future plans for additional sources of water, sometimes a mention is made about the new technology of reverse osmosis and also about the desalination of water. It is true that in the world and particularly in the coastal areas like in the along the west coast of the United States or in the Middle East, a number of cities have started developing and relying on this desalination technology for supply of water. But if you look at the costs and the analysis of the energy requirements and the extent of membrane replacement required very often in these plants, on the Indian horizon, many cities like Mumbai that are well placed as far as nature's water gift from the sky during the monsoon is concerned, they need not rush in for this technology, at least in the next foreseeable 20-30 years. It is a costly one, it is highly energy intensive, when other alternatives which are much cheaper, much easier to handle, they are available, and we have not put them into practice so far. We should keep on developing that technology as a research agenda rather than as an operational agenda.
Rainwater harvesting and grey water treatment could be considered as long-term solution for reducing the load on the existing water distribution system.
Rainwater harvesting was essentially developed for the drought-prone areas where the rainfall is inadequate. While applying this technology to the adequate rainfall areas like Mumbai, we have to look at it in a different manner. In Mumbai, in nature, the groundwater recharge was taking place in an appropriate manner, and the wells in Vile Parle or Andheri had enough water for use throughout the year. But because of our new style of living in Mumbai, paving particularly around the cooperative societies, fully covered or cement covered roads, the groundwater is not getting replenished the way it used to get replenished in the past. So to re-establish that recharge mechanism, we had to take some special measures, and one of the effective measures is rainwater harvesting. If we can collect the water that falls on the roof and take it straight to the ground, then slowly the groundwater level will get re-established as it was in the past.
There are number of methods to carry out rainwater harvesting system. They are applicable in different type of situations. Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai has set up pilot projects to explain each and every type of the system. Let us go step by step. We have a rooftop collection network where we will collect the rooftop rainwater and use it only during monsoon. This you can see at Santa Cruz Transport Garage, because this is near Milan subway, which gets waterlogged during monsoon, and there is a very dirty contaminated groundwater. So we are using rainwater only for 4 months, that too washing our vehicles. This is type 1. Type 2, utilizing rainwater and recharging the groundwater sources, that is well. This you can see in Bhagwati Hospital, and you can also see this in cement godown premises. Type number 3, recharging of bore wells with rooftop rainwater. This you can see at our CTRC Borivali. Type number 4, utilizing rainwater and recharging the groundwater table by way of percolation pits supported with bores, which you can see at 5 Gardens, Matunga.
In Mumbai, rainwater harvesting projects have been successfully operating at various sites. Sane Guruji Udyan Prabhadevi is one of the best examples.
In this garden, we have one source well which is near the temple. We have 2 recharge wells which are on adjoining roads. Normally it is presumed that rainwater harvesting means you need a roof and you collect rooftop water. But in the gardens there are no roofs. That is why we have adopted collection of pavement water. But due care was taken to ensure that there are no other drainage connections in the stormwater drain line and there is no tidal black flow. This garden admires about 6,500 square meters. The daily water requirement was 30,000 liters. We have cut off the municipal water connection from November 2004. Earlier this garden used to be brown, but now you can see it is very lush green. Of course, all credit goes to rainwater harvesting system.
About 80% of distributed water is discharged to sea as wastewater. If a part of this wastewater is treated and reused, it can cover the projected demand deficiency. MCGM is taking steps towards reuse of this wastewater by making bylaws. With the help of these bylaws, MCGM will offer incentives to the housing societies to partially treat and reuse the wastewater.
Because of the water cut, there is a 15% of water provided less to the housing societies. And we feel if the people conserve water, use with some reservation and make use of the grey water, then this shortage can very well be made up without much problem. And that's why we have constructed a plant at Dadar pumping station. It is very, very cheap by cost, and operation cost is very, very less. And it is, one would not believe that the plant we have constructed in an area of about 3 meter by 2 meter. So anybody can construct it. It is so easy. So that's why we are coming out with a simple and easy solution where any society can adopt. And others, of course, ready-made plants are available. If your advanced plants are available, but they cost little more. But you may go for the advanced plant, you may go for the simple plant. But our appeal is to somehow you must conserve water. Water saved is water produced. And this is the appeal we are making to the people, because BMC alone cannot solve all problems because of the water shortage. So if you help us, you assist us, and then only we can solve this problem with less difficulty. And BMC is not appealing only and making laws, but we are there to help you out.
MCGM has implemented a pilot project at their Dadar housing quarters for grey water treatment. All the used water from the housing quarters bathrooms and kitchens is treated through series of purification chambers. The filter media plays a major role in converting this grey water to better quality water for non-contact use.
This is the pilot project which we have constructed. The cost of this project comes to around 2 lakh rupees. And we have not used any power. Only the power requirement here is that we will be pumping the water from the collection tank with a motor to my nursery behind. That much only power consumption is there. Otherwise there is no power consumption. Only we have made this concrete tanks for treatment of grey water. And you can see the difference in the raw grey water and the treated grey water.
MCGM has also built soil biotechnology plant at their Love Grove complex, Worli. In this plant, there is a filter media bed through which sewage water is allowed to percolate, and through the bed, entire treatment takes place. All impurities are removed, and within 2 hours, good quality water gets collected at the outlet. Through SBT plant, MCGM recycles about 30 million litres of sewage water per day for gardening purpose, thereby reducing the load on the potable water. The water for domestic consumption in Mumbai is the best quality water among all the Indian cities. The quality, availability and price of water have made Mumbai the best place to reside in India. As the well-wishers of Mumbai, it is the prime responsibility of the administration as well as the citizens to save, conserve and respect the treated water and avoid its wastage wherever we can. Water is precious. Save it.
So, municipal corporation and the citizens have to come together and act in a manner which will enable us to overcome the difficult times and will also solve the problems in the years to come. Therefore, the appeal that I would like to make to all citizens is save water and save Mumbai.
So in the context of long-term sustainability of a metropolitan area like Mumbai is try to develop your own resources, and while doing so, develop the habit of saving water or utilizing as little or as less water as possible. In the short, if you can save water, you are saving the future of Mumbai. So save water, save Mumbai, save water, save Mumbai.